everyone, my name is Jess from Funky Moves and I'm going to be taking you through a 15-minute dynamic funky flow. So my advice would be to warm up before you do this session. We're going to do a really quick one to warm up our wrists, shoulders and our spine, but we do have a 15-minute wake up flow if you want to do that before. This next 15 minutes is going to be dynamic, as I said. We want to get the blood rushing to all of those muscles and hopefully get a bit of a sweat on. So let's just start by coming down into our tabletop, making sure that our fingers are splayed nice and wide and they're facing towards the front of the mat. Let's just go through some cat-cows to warm up the spine. So let's inhale, looking up, drop the belly to the mat, arching the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, curving through that back, tucking the pelvis under, squeezing those bum cheeks. Inhale, let's do it again, looking up. And exhale, chin to chest, curving through the spine. One more time, inhale, look up. And exhale, chin to chest. Send your hips back to child's pose just for a moment, resting your forehead on the mat and just rocking it from side to side. Let's just start with breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Bring your attention inward, so not thinking about anything that's going on around us. Not about our to-do list that we've got today or what we did yesterday. This next 15 minutes, it's all about you. Okay, let's drop our hips forward and backwards just slightly. Prepare our body for the sun salutations and for the vinyasas that we're going to be flowing through really nicely. Okay, let's tuck our toes, send our hips back and up into our first downward dog. And just breathing here. Let's walk out the dog for a couple of breaths. Bending one knee and then the other. Trying to keep the integrity of the spine here. So instead of having your body weight forward, it should be nice and straight and in the central line. Making sure there's equal weight on the hands and on the feet. From here, let's look forward and take a few steps to the top of your mat. Bring your toes together, your heels slightly apart, bend your knees as much as you need to and just let your head go. Arms are nice and relaxed, there's no pressure in them. We're going to roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, rolling your shoulders up and back as you go. Making sure your big toes are touching and your heels are slightly apart. Your shoulders are back and down, your palms are facing forward into Tadasana mountain pose. Just give yourself a second here to focus on your breath. Standing up nice and tall, there's a reason why this is called mountain pose and not just your regular standing pose. You want to cultivate that two-way energy stream, so you're rooting down through that feet, but also you're growing up through the top of the head. Okay, enough from me. Let's go through our sun salutation. One, inhale, up, palms to touch. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Palms down to the mat. Inhale, coming up into the fingertips, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, take one leg back, take other leg back into your plank pose. Let's just hold it here. Taking your body weight forward and backwards. Making sure those quads are firing up, those abs are firing up. And then lower yourself all the way down for the straight spine, nice and controlled. Untuck the toes. Inhale, come up into a baby cobra. Exhale, roll down. Let's do one more, but we're going to come up into a upward facing dog. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, send your hips back and up into your downward facing dog. Nice. I mean, I can't see you, but I'm sure it's brilliant. Inhale, look forward, coming up into the toes, take a few steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up into your halfway lift again. Exhale, fold forward, bending from the hips. And inhale, rolling through the spine. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands down in front of the heart and release. Okay, we're going to start our sequence now. The first thing we need to do is just go through our vinyasa one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up, coming up to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump to the back of your mat and lower yourself down. Come up into your upward facing dog. Opening the chest to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, here we go into our sequence. I want you to take that left foot and plant it in the middle to free up that right leg into three-legged dog on the inhale. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Plant the back foot and come up into warrior one. Holding it here, making sure that your hips are nice and square, facing the top of the mat. inhale here. As you exhale, heel toe that foot slightly out. And exhale into your warrior two pose. Making sure that your gaze is over the fingers in front of you. From here, we're going to take that front elbow onto that front thigh and look up into your side angle pose. The gaze can be up at the fingertips or it can be down at the floor, depending on how your neck feels today. The inhale is going to bring us back up to warrior two. Flip the palms and take you back into your reverse warrior. Making sure that there's strength and power in that back leg. And you're bending that front leg. Look up at the top palm. On the next inhale, come back up to warrior two. We're going to come into humble warrior with eagle arms. So whatever arm's in front, that arm's going to swoop underneath. Aim is to try and get your palms touching in front of your face. It's not going to be the same for everyone, but that's what you want to aim for. Hinging from the hips, folding forward into your humble warrior. Making sure you get those hips down. Breathing deeply. Rooting down through both feet before you come up into your warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms, plant them to frame the front foot back, lower down. Come up into your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a couple of seconds to breathe here. You can hear by my breath that I also need a couple of breaths just to regulate and bring your attention back inwards. Okay, same thing on the left leg. So put the right foot in slightly just so it's in the central point. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands, plant the back foot and swim your arms up into your warrior one. Your arms are like swords, palms together. Heel toe that back foot out slightly into your warrior two. Getting nice and low with those hips. Shoulders are relaxed and there's energy shooting out through those fingers. There's a reason why it's called warrior. Show me those warriors. Front elbow is going to come onto the front thigh. Reaching up with that back arm into side angle pose. Trying to get a nice diagonal line from your top fingertips all the way down to the outside blade of that foot. Good, looking down and bringing your body weight back up into warrior two. Flip the palms, reverse warrior. Breathing deeply. Looking up at the top hand or again down at the bottom hand, making sure there's not dumping weight onto this bottom leg. Come back up from warrior two. It's now time for those eagle arms, whatever arm is in front. You swoop it underneath and fold from the hips, trying to keep a straight spine. Back of the neck is long, rooting down through those feet, firing up through that core. Inhale, come back up, windmill the back arm forward, both hands to frame the front foot to join the back, squeeze everything before we lower and bring ourselves up into upward facing dog. Feels so nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just noticed there's a wasp on my floor, so I hope I don't step on you, little guy. Okay, let's just hold it in downward dog. Feel free to come down to child's pose if you need a second, if you need a hot minute. I'm already sweating, but I'm not sure whether it's because of the room temperature or because I'm working hard. Okay, we're going to do that same thing again. We're going to add on something a bit jazzy at the end. So bring that left foot in slightly, right leg and go up and back on the inhale. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands, plant the back foot. Swim your arms up into warrior one. Good, heel toe that back foot out and warrior two. Looking over the front hand. Inhale, side angle pose. Making sure that palm is active. You can bring your hand here or you can take it in front of that foot, looking up, keeping that core tight. With the inhale, bring you back up without bringing your hips up, keeping them nice and low, flipping the palms. Reverse warrior. Sinking down deep, engaging that back leg. Good, on the next inhale, let it bring you back up. Humble warrior, so front arm swoops underneath. Try and get the palms in front of your face and hinge from the hips. Core nice and tight. Breathing deeply from here. You're going to release your eagle arms, turning on the back ball of your foot so that you're in a nice lunge, pushing off the back leg and bringing everything into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Bending the knees as much as you need to. What we're going to do is bring that left leg up, knee bent in front of us into a one-legged Tadasana on the inhale. Ready, inhale up. Really strong, growing up, nice and tall and rooting down at the same time. Bring your arms down, pop them on the hips, just for 1 hot second. Same hand as leg is either going to go underneath the knee, top of the shin, and hold it here. Take it out to the side, look in the opposite direction, or if you're feeling a bit fancy today, take the 2-piece fingers, yogi toe grip underneath the big toe, and release it out in front of you, trying to bring that shoulder back. And then if you're feeling okay, take it out to the side, testing your balance by looking in the opposite direction, pulling up through that supporting leg. If you come out, don't worry, just come back in again. Never matters how you fall out of it, it's how you come back in. Look forward, bring your leg in front of you, release the grip, bend the knee, and we're going to come back. Sending the leg back, fingertips, bend that front leg, plant the back foot, and here we are flowing through our vinyasa again. Oh, it's nice to see you, vinyasa. Where have you been? Coming up, upward facing dog, and exhale. Downward facing dog. The wasp is on my mat. Please, sir, please get off my mat. Okay, we're just going to roll with him if he wants to do yoga. Right leg in, left leg up and back on the inhale. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands and come up into your warrior one. Breathing here. Heel turn that back foot out into warrior two. Making sure that this is a moving, breathing posture. You're not just stuck. You're growing with every breath. Side angle pose. Either elbow on the thigh, or you can take it all the way down and that arm up, sinking those hips down but keeping everything engaged. Who's sweating yet? Maybe I am. Pushing back up, flipping the palms, taking the front arm back into your reverse warrior. Again, making sure you're deep into that lunge, those quads are working. Come back up through warrior two. Eagle arms, swooping underneath. Inhale, exhale, fold forward into your humble warrior. Might feel a bit of pressure in that hip flexor, that's okay. Don't hurt yourself though. Fingertips are going to release down to the mat. You're going to turn onto your lunge. Push off the back leg and bring everything in into your forward fold. Either with bent knees, with bent legs, or with straight legs if you want to. And whatever leg was just behind, that same leg is going to come up into your one-legged Tadasana. Are you ready? Inhale up. If you wobble, that's okay. It's just your muscles' ways of working out what they need to do to keep you stable. Okay, hands on hips. Either take the same hand as leg underneath the knee, top of the shin, take it out to the side and look in the other direction, or for my fancy pants out there, let's take the yogi toe grip underneath that big toe. Inhale, and as we exhale, taking it out to the side, looking in the opposite direction, just not minding that sweat. Let's just drip nothing in my nose. It's alright, we're all friends here. Bring it back to center. Release with control, folding forward, fingertips on the mat, taking it back to a lunge, flowing through our vinyasa, all the way down, coming up into an upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Let's just breathe here, nice and deeply. Coming down to your child's pose if you need. Sure that that breath is long and deep. This wasp just does not want to get off my mat. Okay, we're going to flow through it one final time. Bringing the left leg in, the right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, coming through into your warrior one. With the fluid motion, we open into warrior two. Side angle pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come up, warrior two, reverse. Exhale, reverse warrior. Breathing. Coming up, warrior two, humble warrior. And folding from the hips, keeping that core tight. Releasing the hands, closing the hips, bring it in into your forward fold. Bending the knees as you come up into your one-legged Tadasana. Arms down, hands on the hips. Yogi toe grip or underneath the knee. Take it forward, out to the side, looking over your other shoulder. Relax those shoulders. Mainly talking to myself, but if you need that correction as well, brilliant. Bending the knee back in. Sending that leg back. Front leg to join the back, lower down. Coming up, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Almost there, everyone, almost there. Okay, now it's the left leg turn. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, bring it through. Planting the back foot, coming up into a warrior one. As you exhale, heel toe the back leg out. Warrior two. Side angle pose, wherever that may be. Choose your modification. Come back up. Reverse the warrior, flip the palm, go back. Choose your modification, but don't get stuck in it. Come back to warrior two. You can always try something different. Humble warrior with eagle arms, folding forward, tucking yourself on the inside of that front knee. Good, fingertips on the mat. Close the hips, push off the leg, and bring that back leg in into your forward fold. Bending your knees or straightening them. And then let's everybody bring up. We're up nice and tall on the inhale. Exhale, hands on your hips. Inhale, take your yogi toe grip or underneath your knee. We're up nice and tall at the top of the head, rooting down through that foundation. Lovely. Bring it back, release, fingertips to the ground. Final time for your vinyasa. Lowering all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, everyone. Lowering your knees to the ground. My wasp is just here for anyone who wants to know. He's in his downward dog. Very nice. In your child's pose. Amazing, everyone. Take yourself up. You can either take yourself into a Shavasana or just come into an easy cross to end your practice. Do a Shavasana if it's your final class and you're not doing anything else after, but if you're going to do something else, then just come to center with your hands in front of your heart for a Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much. Sorry about my friend the wasp. Do join us again, we've got loads more videos coming. And as I said, just have fun with these videos. They're there for you. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.